So, wide, broad, and vast. That's the meaning of my name, Rahab. And I'm known as a rehab for carnal men. A prostitute, to be exact. In fact, some call me Delilah. No wonder I'm mentioned with Delilah as Bible slay queens. And guess what? I'm here to tell you a lie. A lie that can cost my life like it did a few thousand years ago. But I pray you find truth in this lie I share. A great storm was looming. One that would overtake my country. I lived on the city wall, so I saw it. I saw them coming. I have heard of these ones having a fearsome God who had the whole world wrapped around his fingers, such that parting a great sea like the Red River was just a breath away. My country's watchmen watched all night and saw nothing. No, they saw something. 2 little spies. I knew. They knew. Our country was going to fall, but they foolishly chose to trust in its walls. Little did they know that just the praise of this mighty one will soon shake the very foundations of its walls. How I love to think these two would be my clients for the silent night. A sum of 2, with some of me, a sum of 3 would make a threesome if my luck turned out right. But there was this light around them I could not explain. And I knew that harboring such hopes would only be in vain. So, I became a watchman. A watchman watching over the 2 spy watchmen who hid from the watchmen who came looking for them. And instead of lying with them, I lied for them. And because I lied, I became an ally to the Israelites. They spared my life when there was time. Dear watchmen, you have been placed as watchmen in this already fallen world with the high walls of sin, soon to be taken over by the one who be coming with his multitudes. Like it was in my time, he shall come, accompanied by the sound of a musical instrument, then a horn, now a trumpet. Will you hear, O watchmen, with the ears of your heart and welcome him free from fear? Or would you, like mine, hide in your walls of sin? Will you abandon your post for a harlot like me? I, a pagan, knew my country was fallen, but you, dear watchmen, so-called, need the tabloids on your tablets to tell you how fallen this world is. Today the news may tell you. Tomorrow might be the 2 witnesses. Every one of you here have played the harlotry. And as my name suggests, my doors were open wide to feel those dirty longings of mine, but I wasn't in this alone. You too prostituted yourselves to your own kind of men in exchange for pleasures, treasures, and vain leisures. And I do hope you don't think this is just about sex. However, you too have now been found and adopted into the holy nation. Yet, a question remains. Would out of your womb, O millennial Rahab, come the promised Messiah, soon to return? Or would you have him aborted amidst the lives around you? However, you too have now been found and adopted into the holy nation. Yes, I take that again. And there is a question I wish to repeat. Would out of your womb, O millennial Rahab, come the promised Messiah, soon to return? For he did say, out of your belly shall flow rivers of living water. But who is more living than he who is life itself? And what is more satisfying than the word which fills our thirsty souls? It's not about thirst traps. No, oh precious Rahab. sitting in your rows and wading in your columns. Learn from me, your ancestor, that abortion is murder. So was not telling others about Christ. For every soul deprived of the Christ actually goes to eternal death. And can you afford the price of each soul when it's asked of you? But I'll pray for you that when Christ comes as death to those who do not know him, you would find life in him. So, if you are like who I used to be, playing the harlot chord, hang out your scarlet cord of sin for the blood to wash it clean. Because he did say so, that though your sin be as scarlet, he will wash it white as snow. And oh, having done that with one accord, leave these ones accord hanging out there from your window as a sign of your deliverance and as a warning to your country. Thank you.